Welcome to Disturbing Books for Disturbed Readers, your new favorite way to find the most twisted, depraved, and gruesome reads. Each episode features a to-the-point, spoiler-free review of one of my top picks. If you find that we have similar tastes, then come along. Let's find a new story
to give you nightmares.
Welcome to Disturbing Books for Disturbed Readers. My recommendation for this first episode is Agustina Bazterrica's 2017 novel, Tender is the Flesh. His wife has left him, his father is sinking into dementia, and Marcos tries not to think too hard about how he makes a living. After all, it happened so quickly. First, it was reported that an infectious virus has made all animal meat poisonous to humans. Then, governments initiated the transition. Now, eating human meat, special meat, is legal. Marcos tries to stick to numbers, consignments, processing. Then one day he's given a gift, a live specimen of the finest quality. Though he's aware that any form of personal contact is forbidden on pain of death, little by little, he starts to treat her like a human being. And soon, he becomes tortured by what has been lost and what might still be saved. At 209 pages, this is a pretty quick read. Depending on your pace and how much you can read at a time, I could see someone easily going through this in a day or two. It was very hard for me to put down. I thought it was perfectly paced from beginning to end. This is the type of book that has no action. There aren't really exciting sequences or anything like that, but just the nature of what is going on and the information that you're getting is so riveting that you just keep wanting more. This is a book that I think would benefit from multiple readings. By the time you finish it, I think you'll be able to have a new perspective on lots of things throughout the book. So if you enjoy it, I think there is a lot of rereadability in this book. And obviously, part of that also comes from the thematic elements. Just from reading what this is about, it's very clear that this book has a lot to say thematically. On the other hand, it is not too heavy-handed with it. It's not corny like some books can be when they are a little bit too obvious with what they're saying. There's so much just on the surface of this book that even ignoring any of the themes, the morals, anything that is below the surface, it's still absolutely worth reading and, in my opinion, near perfect. One of the most interesting parts about this book to me was, even from the beginning, how she was able to make such a seemingly absurd concept seem almost possible. And the way the world reacted to it seems absolutely realistic. It goes into a lot of how society has handled it, how different groups in society has handled it, individuals, and it is very interesting. I felt like I was in this world, and painfully, I think you'll be able to look around and see some of the people in real life that would fall into some of these different groups and ideologies that are present in this dystopian world. So that being said, the world building is fantastic. Seeing how everything has been affected by this one change is very interesting, and I thought it was incredibly well thought out. This book has gore and physical brutality, but on top of that, it is emotionally brutal. No matter which of those you prefer or are more drawn to, I think both of them are extremely prevalent in this book, and that those together is possibly what made this so effective for me personally. Over-the-top gore for its own sake almost becomes laughable to me if there's no real attachment to the characters and if it's just too absurd. But especially the way that a lot of the gore in this book comes from the processing plant and these mechanical procedures, the way that everything is laid out so disconnected from humanity. It's all very mechanical and methodical, and a lot of people don't think twice about it. I think that really emphasizes the brutality of what is going on. it's not trying to repulse you the way it's presented. It is just presented to you, and you will be repulsed. I know this isn't exactly an under the radar pick or anything like that. It's highly recommended by pretty much anyone online in the horror community. But I still think it's worth recommending again if you have considered it or thought for some reason you may not enjoy it. I implore you, please read it. If you get started and you don't enjoy it, that's fine, but at least give it a shot. Like I said, it gripped me from start to finish. So hopefully you'll be able to tell pretty quickly what you think about it. But I would absolutely give this a shot. This right now is my favorite book. I just can't recommend it enough.